Today's horoscope, Scorpio August 19th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. While today is sometimes scattered and unfocused, it's a solid time to review recent ideas, projects, or decisions, especially about business or longer-term plans and items. Ambitions, career, responsibilities, or reputation issues can be in focus with the Sun's alignment to retrograde Mercury in your solar 10th house. It's a turning point momenta you're beginning to approach your direction and long-term goals in new ways that can be fruitful, leading to significant new ideas. Now is the time to get a sense of your next step or insight into particular directions you've been taking. Consider that your communications have more impact than usual, and with Mercury still retrograde, it's best to be selective with your words, keeping in mind that misunderstandings are possible. Your observations today can be invaluable later, but it's still not the best time for major decision-making. As the day advances, we move towards a Venus-Saturn opposition, and you may find it challenging to juggle your responsibilities and desires. There can be conflicting feelings related to your social or love life. Try not to focus too much on whether someone is letting you down. Instead, give your responsibilities and duties their due attention so that you can pursue your pleasures later with less guilt or distraction. Despite the retrograde drama, you could feel like you're a bit out of the storm today. Dust yourself off and shout, "Hallelujah!" In fact, you will likely enjoy today quite a bit as mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication, dances up into the heart of the mighty Sun. While this technically could bring a lot of your attention to your public standing, long-term goals, and ambitions, this would be a good time to assess how you can make love a part of your legacy. Talk with your partner about how you can both work as a team to build the empire you've always wanted. You will know exactly what to do. Something in your career path is overdue for a change since Mercury retrograde in Leo will square Uranus in Taurus and conjunct the Sun in Leo. The last few weeks may have encouraged you to consider something new. However, you might be unsure of taking a risk with your career path, especially if it impacts your contracts and commitments. Although taking a risk can be scary, you may see something in a new light that reinstills your confidence. A working relationship could even unexpectedly encourage you to do something new. Your belly could be a bit sensitive today. Use peppermint or chamomile tea to soothe an upset stomach. If you don't feel you can exercise, take a little time to perform light stretching throughout your abdomen. Direct your attention to your digestive process and eat lightly. Soups and cooked vegetables would give your stomach a rest. If you can use organic vegetables, this is always preferable. You may enjoy researching organic farming on the web to learn more about how to nourish yourself physically and spiritually. Today's vibrations affect your hypersensitive nature. They will help you to see things in depth and put you in a feverish state that exasperates you. Because you may be a little rough with your family and friends, it's best to be prudent in your relationships. Hold back on any ideas that are too abstract and concentrate on your relationships with your family and friends. Try to keep the peace and everything should go well. Following a positive interaction with Venus, the planet of love, yesterday, the Moon's final act before exiting your communications sector today will be to form a favorable aspect with Uranus in your relationship sector. This timing is particularly advantageous as it facilitates expressing your emotional responses and nurturing relationships. Additionally, given that this is the Moon's last visit while the dwarf planet Ceres is in retrograde motion in your communication sector and prior to Uranus turning retrograde in your relationship sector, it presents an important opportunity to address past issues and unspoken thoughts. What is making the final hours of the Moon's ordinary monthly visit to your communication sector a lot more significant is that it will spend them at a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Ceres in your relationship sector. This has been the case since Ceres returned in February to begin a deep dive into your relationship needs and priorities, but turning direct next week, with this last visit while in retrograde motion offering a chance to give your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, you might experience a sudden and surprising realization that seemingly comes out of nowhere. With Mercury retrograde in Leo aligning with the Sun in Leo and squaring Uranus in Taurus, you may find yourself having one of those aha moments mid-retrograde. It's like a light bulb suddenly flickers on, and everything begins to make sense. But here's the catch: this newfound clarity might not be the easiest thing to accept. Sometimes, understanding the full picture can be a hard pill to swallow. You might need some time to sit with this realization before deciding how to move forward. Have you ever had a moment where everything just clicked, but the truth was a bit overwhelming? Maybe it was when you finally connected the dots about a relationship or a career decision. Those moments can be enlightening, but they can also be tough to digest. Today might bring you one of those moments, a puzzle piece falling into place that reshapes the entire picture. And that's okay. Give yourself the space to process it all before taking any big steps. As you work through these realizations, emotions might start to bubble up. It's perfectly normal to feel a bit off balance when clarity strikes unexpectedly. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take a deep breath and remind yourself that it's all part of the process. You're gaining insight, and that's a powerful thing. But it's also important to keep your emotions in check before making any impulsive decisions. We've all been there, acting in the heat of the moment only to regret it later. Today's energy is asking you to slow down, reflect, and approach things with a calm and rational mindset. Now, if you're typically someone who's more reserved with their emotions, today's cosmic alignment might give you the nudge to express yourself more openly. Sometimes, letting others in on what's going on in your inner world can bring clarity, deepen connections, and improve relationships. Have you been holding back on sharing your thoughts or feelings? This could be the perfect time to open up and create more meaningful bonds with those around you. As imaginative ideas race through your mind, you'll find that you're able to communicate these thoughts clearly and effectively. Whether it's brainstorming with colleagues, having heart-to-heart talks with family, or sharing dreams with a partner, the support and feedback you receive could be incredibly valuable. Discussions today are likely to flow smoothly, and the suggestions you get might just turn out to be worth their weight in gold. And speaking of progress, today's energy is also great for handling financial matters. Whether you've been eyeing a big purchase or looking to make some smart investments, this could be the perfect moment to act. Maybe you've been considering buying something that's been on your wish list for a while, or perhaps you're thinking about making a larger investment, like a car or even a house. Whatever it is, your instincts are on point today, and the advice you receive from others is likely to be more reliable than usual. So, if someone you trust gives you financial guidance, don't hesitate to take it into consideration. Now, let's talk about spending. We all know the rush of excitement that comes with treating ourselves to something nice. Maybe you've been holding off on a purchase and today feels like the right time to finally go for it. That's great. Just remember to invest wisely. You don't have to splurge on one big item sometimes. Spreading your spending across a few smaller, meaningful purchases can bring more satisfaction. And if you're dealing with larger financial matters, like settling debts or finalizing big transactions, today's cosmic energy is in your favor. But as always, balance is key. You're in a good place to make thoughtful decisions, but that doesn't mean you should throw caution to the wind. Trust your instincts, listen to the advice of others, and approach your financial matters with the same calm and clarity that you're bringing to the rest of your day. So, as you move through today, remember to take a moment to reflect. How are you feeling about the insights and realizations coming your way? What steps can you take to navigate through them with grace? And when it comes to your finances, what smart moves are you ready to make? We'd love to hear how you're handling today's energy, whether it's a breakthrough moment or a big financial decision. Sharing your experiences can help us all learn and grow together.